Welcome back to the Wisdom of series, and with us is Dr. Gene Gilchrist. Gene, your third question. How does Stay Clean differ from all the other drug addiction programs at the national or regional or even international level?
We spoke earlier, Stephen, about the lack of availability of treatment. There's only 3 million beds in the U.S., 3 million treatment slots in the U.S. for 27 million alcoholics and drug addicts. And as a result, those programs turn people away every day. And I think it's also true that they tend to be in urban areas like everything else in the country. So you don't have to get too far out of Albany, New York, or St. Cloud, Minnesota, or Tacoma, Washington, before you don't have access to that. So what we're trying to do is solve the access equation. Okay. Anybody who wants treatment can talk to a client advocate and get to a clinician tonight. Wow. Now, there's no diminution of service. Our clinicians are of the highest certification that one can get. Now, clearly, if we come to the conclusion with you that you need medical supervision, we can't do that online. Yeah. And we'll help you find that somewhere near you. No guarantee given the inaccessibility, but nonetheless, we'll work with you at no additional charge to you. But we are a telemedicine platform, HIPAA protected, and you can access a counselor today. I think the second way is that we're trying to be comprehensive. And that is that we have recovery meetings daily. We'll scale those up depending on demand. We have blogs. People whose hair color is a little less silver than mine tend to use those blogs more so than I might. They're available 24/7. We have a comprehensive set of life skills in development. Right now, we have wellness and exercise and nutrition in development. We will also reach out for parenting, relationship skills, job search skills, financial management. You'll be able to get that all in one place. And to be clear, we are not in competition with anybody for that. If you would be better off with a brick and mortar provider, if you would be better off in AA and NA, by all means. We get asked once in a while by a brick and mortar provider, are we competitors? And we laugh a little bit inside. You know, we wouldn't say it to them so directly, but I would say to you, there are 27 million people who need the service. 3 million are getting it, and you're worried about competing over them instead of the others. And then thirdly, I would say, we're here for the codependent. And we mentioned that in our last question. There are 215 million codependents in the country, and the availability of treatment for them is even worse. And maybe the stigma is worse as well. And so we're here for them for their own diagnosable condition.
Yeah, maybe the codependent feels like, you know, Uncle John or dad or brother or sister is the problem. It might be my fault because I didn't do anything to solve it, right? So, and wow, that's interesting. You know, what I heard is the accessibility to Stay Clean, because whether it's a blog, a meeting, or, you know, developmental programs nowadays, you know, with the internet, you can reach out globally if you have the scope to do that, because anybody can get you at any time, I believe, though. Is that 24/7 though, Gene?
Yes, sir. And, you know, as you mentioned, I've been in healthcare for quite some time. That radiologist who's reading your X-ray or your CT, he or she could be anywhere in the world. Exactly. And the same here. I mean, there will be language barriers to start, but assuming we overcome those, we're there for anybody in the world today.
You know, I think the COVID just gave you a boost in terms of people just realizing that they can do any of the things you mentioned online, though, right?
Exactly right. Telemedicine's been around for 15 years, but it really hasn't been very popular. But that's all changing now with this pandemic.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Dr. Gilchrist here, giving us all what Stay Clean can do. You know, he's doing wonderful work. Hopefully you know someone, or you can reach out yourself if you need to. That was Wisdom of Addiction Treatment. Gene, thank you for being on our series.
You're welcome, Stephen, and thank you for having us.